Yo, welcome back. So before we get to the test play video, just want to do a little tournament report. I played in the Worlds tournament thing that my locals had today. Shout out to Galaxy Gaming, Omar, you're amazing. And also shout out to the guy that watches these videos there. I'm sorry I didn't get your name, but it was a pleasure talking to you. Theorying with you, theory crafting, showing you some lines with the deck. So yeah, man, awesome. I'm sorry I didn't get your name. Hopefully those shared rides I gave you work out. Good replacement for the Moltrami Perulia, in my opinion. But since we're playing in the Worlds format, we were playing with only one Fountain and one Lubellion. So honestly, it didn't do that bad. I felt the lack of Lubellion just because I didn't, remove the regained attitude. Like I didn't get to see them as much as I wanted to, but the deck did fine. I did lose out on the Fountain a few times to Cosmic Cyclones, but then it just turns into you just play a deck that main decks multiple Imperms, that main decks multiple Regeki Breaks, that main decks multiple MSTs that also banish. So you just had to toolbox it, and I'll show you what I replaced in here real quick. So I'm not going to go through the whole deck profile. Since I had to cut the 2 Lubellions, we went ahead and added another Woes. We added, where is it? The Runick. We added another Dispelling, and I already took it out, but we main decked the Skill Drain. So we had Skill Drain, Runick Dispelling, and Woes. The second Woes actually came up a lot, so in future builds, I might actually bump this up. And the second Dispelling didn't really do anything. It was just another Runick name to help me, get the deck going. But let's go ahead and remove the extra cards. I already took out the Skill Drain, like I said, so we'll put these over here. And now let's do some test hands. The extra deck literally stayed the exact same. Nothing different. Sorry, got a little cough going on. So let's go ahead and do a quick pile shuffle. And then we'll do some regular shuffling. And do like 2 test hands, just so y'all can see my thought process on stuff. And let me know, like, how did y'all's Worlds format thing, if y'all had any at your locals. I know some other locals here were doing it, but they weren't using the Worlds ban list. They were using the just regular. And which is all good. I'm sure a lot of people were hyped about that. We've had the same ban list forever. All right, so let's go ahead and cut, and let's see what we're working with. So we got Woes, Rukia, Elzet, Baldrake, and Flashing Fire. Alrighty, so with this hand, what would I do? Well, starting off, I would honestly just go right into the Elzet. I'd go Elzet, pitch, and search the Sylvie. There we go. And then new chain link, Woes resets. Now, since we only play the one target for this, I'm still gonna normal summon just to get the body on board. Then we're going to special summon. So now from here, we're gonna go with these 2. And we're gonna go into our Coral Dragon. Because again, I like drawing cards. Drawing cards is good. We're gonna go Coral. And then from here, we're gonna go, boom, into our Runick Flashing Fire. So we're gonna go Flashing Fire into the Hugin, boom. And then we are going to go no Hugin effect. We're gonna keep the Baldrake. So we're just using it to summon. So now from here, we're going to Synchro into 8 using the Coral. And then this is where we go into the Omega. And now we have a light in the graveyard. So let's go ahead and banish the Hugin. Special Baldrake. Now we're going to synchro these. And now we got ourselves into the double hand rip line. So we just go Omega, rip a card, boom, dispatter, bring it back, and rip again. And we also have the woes for follow-up. This is also an interruption. So that's one way you can go about it. That's how I would play it. You could go Flashing Fire into Search Fountain, but I feel like just with the cards that we had, it didn't really generate as much as I would like. And on top of that, with the LZ, if we activated the woes to just special summon a Rukia or a Sylvie from the deck, then we could just add this back to our hand, have good follow-up for next turn. And what are we drawing? A Lubellion, so even better. So it worked, in my opinion. That's how I would play it. That's my thought process. So let's put this away and let's go ahead and do another one. So there we go. We did the double hand rip on the first hand. Let's do one more test hand. And I'll probably do this like once a week along with doing a deck update video, because I feel like there's some changes that we could be made. Honestly, like the double woes, that's kind of cool. It actually comes up. It's good discard fodder for the Hugin, for the Rukia, for the Coral Dragon. And yeah, it actually comes up. So that was one hand down. And let's see what we're working with now. So we got a Baldrake, Sylvie, Elzet, Lubellion, and a Runick Flashing Fire. All right, so I honestly like starting off with the lowest barrier of entry possible, and that's going to be just Sylvie. Summon Sylvie. If they want to ash that, awesome. Good job. They can ash it. But if not, we're playing against someone that runs 0 hand traps. They're playing Board Breaker Tenpai. So we'll go Sylvie. And we will add trap. Boom. Now in this situation, we can go LZ. Boom. Pitch. Now we add Rukia. There we go. Do a quick shuffle. Keep it fair. Woes resets. Now, if they wanted to ash, they would have ashed at any point here. Now we're gonna go Lubellion. Now we're gonna go Lubellion into our Magnamut. That's Grave. And now let's go ahead and special Rukia right here. And now in this situation, we really don't have a lot of Runicks. So we're just gonna go ahead and use Rukia effect to get rid of the woes to draw a card. And look at that, we got there. So in these situations, I prioritize drawing cards over worrying about what's gonna happen next turn. Yes, the woes would be good interaction for, you know, dealing with the opponent, making a Silvera, book and winning their entire field. But in this situation, we actually needed 2 Runicks. We need something to pair with it. And the board that we can make using this can actually be better than sometimes with the woes. So in this situation, let's go ahead and synchro again. And here, I actually just want to draw. So let's try to get in there a little more. And let's go Tri-Edge. Tri-Edge effect to draw. So let's see if we get there again. Boom. Now we got 3 Runick spells. Now we're actually in a really good spot. So we're going to go tip to search the fountain. Boom. And then they banish 1 card. Let's keep count of that. All right, this is Engrave. We have fountain. Now, what we can do here is we're going to go Baldrake, or not Baldrake, Magnamut, to banish our level 4 tuner, which is going to be the Sylvie. Banish that, summon Magnemite. Now here, we're going to go Magnemite effect to search during the end phase. Now we're going to synchro these two into our Dispatter. So now we have the Dispatter on board along with the Tri-Edge. Now we're going to use the Dispatter effect to summon back the Sylvie. So boom, now we're actually in a really good spot. And now here, we're going to synchro these two into our Changing. So right now, we currently have one Runick spell in the graveyard. If you want to preemptively, get some more draws, I prioritize Destruction over Flashing Fire. So we could actually just go Flashing Fire to special summon a Hugin to preemptively protect against like MST, Lightning Storm, Heavy Storm, any of that. And then we have the Fountain effect to shuffle these two to the bottom of the deck, the Tip and the Flashing, and then draw 2 more cards. So 1, 2, wow, even better. So now what we're gonna do is, we have the Lubellion Engrave loaded up. So what we can do, instead of wasting the Baldrake to bring out the Lubellion, we can honestly just get rid of the Dispatter and bring out the Lubellion. And now we can go Lubellion effect to grab the Regained. Now with the Regained, whenever your opponent would summon a monster, we would just bring back out the Dispatter. So we'd have more like interruption, we'd have more opportunities to interact with our opponent. And then on top of that, we can just draw. So we have a draw, we have an interruption coming next turn, we have the interruption with the Changing, we have a Freezing Curses and a Destruction, and we also have an Etude. So just with that, you have this entire board loaded up. You have both the Etude and the Branded Regained. And with the Etude, you're going to be doing a one-sided macro, quick synchro. You're also going to have the Regained, which is going to be special summoning out the Dispatter whenever your opponent would summon. And then whenever you would banish either off these, or off these, or off this, you're going to go ahead and banish again. So you have a bunch of interruption, and during the end phase, we're going to be searching with the Magnemite, and we're actually going to prioritize using the Baldrake. Oh, we have the Baldrake already. So we're going to go Druid Worm. And then boom. Now we're here. Now we're in a super solid spot. Now, here's my thought process. So we can preemptively get ready for some type of negation because we have nothing banished at the moment. So if you wanted to, we can just go ahead and go Baldrake and banish the Tri-Edge, get that out, and special summon. So that way, whenever our opponent does something, we have an interruption with the Dispatter to pop a card. And then along with this, and this, it's a pretty solid setup. So these are 2 test hands. It's my thought process on that, but this is all just going first with working with what we drew. So let me know if there's any other, type of content y'all would like. And yeah, man, this is where we're at. So I appreciate y'all. Again, shout out to the guy that talked to me about the deck. That really meant a lot because I do record these videos just for my own entertainment, but it also really means a lot that other people are actually watching it. So I appreciate y'all, and later.